Oh man, here we go. Hey friends, how's it going? I'm Alex Richardson of Love Tribe Weddings, and recently, in the past year, over a year now, I joined Peyton Helm with Full Time Wedding Pro. And the reason why is because I was at a point in my business where I was struggling to get leads and get some bookings and provide for the family. And I was actually at a point where I was contemplating on getting a second job. And so I really didn't want to do that because I've been doing this for such a long time, over 10 years. And I built my business into a position where I was getting lots of referrals from vendors. I did use platforms like the Knot, and those were working for a little bit. Those were working for a little bit, but um, it started to dry up. And then the pandemic hits and everything goes to hell. And everything became very unpredictable. And I didn't know what to do. I've ran ads before, I've sought help before, I've joined many programs in the past, and nothing was really working. And some in particular that are still around and exist, and not to throw rocks, but I feel like I was already at a point in my career where I just felt that I didn't want to um, move backwards just to get a few bookings. And so I needed something a little bit different with more of a direct approach and something that was going to be sustainable. And so when I found Peyton, uh, he helped me out tremendously and it got me to where I am right now. And so my business is better than ever and it continues to grow. And I'm in such a confident position right now where I continue to raise my prices and continue to get the inbound that I want. And it's pretty exciting. But now, so I've joined forces with Peyton and Full Time Wedding Pro, and I actually coach this too. So Peyton is very busy making sure that he provides quality material for all of us. And this kid, this I call him a kid because I'm old. I'm 47, right? But Peyton is just such a genius when it comes to strategies on marketing, and making yourself look like a desirable, uh, brand. And so he's laid out the foundation, but he asked me to join because he's extremely busy, and it takes a village to make all this happen. And so for the last year, I've truly been helping him, coaching inside the platform, and also taking on some of these sales calls to just lighten the load on him so he could continue to innovate for us. And it's been amazing, and we're really excited to see what happens in the future. And so what we wanted to do, and it gives us opportunities to do things like this. So what I wanted to do, and Peyton, is interview some of our real life, people that are in our group. So it's not just coming from a post or an ad, seen wins. We want to give you an opportunity to meet some of our members and see what their story is, what they've done. First of all, where they've been, right? What they've done, where they are now, and what the future looks like. And if they would actually recommend this to people. So with us today, we have Jonathan Conley, and he's pretty new to this actually. I would say within these last 6 months is when he's joined.
Yeah,
And I remember doing an interview call with you before joining,
yeah,
and it was a little hard to understand the concept because I think in your position, like just like me and everyone else, it
yeah,
is this going to work for me? Like I've done stuff like this before.
yeah.
I'm so glad that he joined because he's one of our top guys here, just doing so well, continue to
I'm
win.
also glad that I joined.
And he's glad that he joined. Yeah,
Of
exactly. So we're really pumped to have him. And Jonathan, thank you so much for joining, man,
course.
and
Yeah.
welcome. And yeah, man, if you could start us off by kicking off of who you are and what you do,
Yeah.
and we'll go from
Sure.
there.
Yeah, so excited to be here. Yeah, so my name is Jonathan Connolly. I own JC Photojournalism. We do primarily wedding photography, and we also do some family stuff if you guys let us know. But we are primarily out of Central Illinois, but we travel all over the country. So we focus on documenting the wedding instead of trying to create something that doesn't happen. And yeah, our passion and joy is from just capturing weddings and providing a high quality experience to couples. So,
That's awesome, man. And
oh
so if we could dive in a little bit into like where your business was before.
yeah,
Yeah, so where was your business before joining us?
yeah. I mean, before joining this, we had four weddings booked for 2025.
Mhm.
We probably shot four weddings last year, all of that year. So we were we weren't falling apart. We just weren't growing at all. We had a
Yeah.
very bad inquiry problem. Our traffic to our website
Mhm.
was basically nothing. So we had yeah, we were shooting maybe four weddings a year. And
Wow.
at some point I was like, okay, well, um not really having I'm having fun with this, but I definitely want to take it to the next level. And I was just kind of looking at different options because I did do trying to post on Instagram every single day. That didn't work, and trying to do a bunch of branding things, but I realized like if I rebrand and nobody sees it, then that's the issue of like nobody's seeing your brand. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just
Gotcha.
had a huge issue of like nobody could see us. Nobody was.
Wow.
So yeah.
And do you can you pinpoint exactly like what you think the problem was?
It was mostly um just no traffic to our we were probably first we weren't really finding the right client.
Mhm.
Um
Mhm.
and then after that it was just we had probably less than 1,000 people seeing our website a month.
Wow.
So
Okay.
just
Yeah.
traffic in general to everything. Like we weren't really gaining followers, we weren't gaining really anything. So we would
Wow. That's wild.
last year we got about I think 15 wedding inquiries all year. So, yeah,
Compared to how many you're getting like per month,
yeah,
right?
per month I'm getting like 70.
Oh
So,
my gosh, that's so
yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's been
Okay,
it's been a good change, but it's been
little
a
bit of a difference.
change. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so what would you say was the defining moment of when you realized, well, I gotta do something here. I'm not in a good position here. What was that defining moment when you realized I need some help here?
Yeah. So we are a faith-based business. So we
Cool.
photograph weddings, kind of trying to keep God in mind in terms of
Hmm.
what he wants that wedding day to look like. So
Hmm.
I had a moment talking to my parents, and they said, "Why don't you start running ads?" I was like, "Well, maybe," but that was expensive and all that stuff. And then the
Yep.
day after that, I got an ad for the program. So that was a
Hmm.
moment
Oh my gosh.
because
Wow.
God told me you're doing wedding photography full time. And I was like,
Hmm.
okay, then I got to figure out like what's the next step. So after talking to my parents saying, let's start running ads, and I'm like, well, that's expensive. And then the next day I get an ad for Peyton's program. So
That's so
uh,
wild.
I was like, okay, God, this is exactly what you want
Yeah.
me to do. And it was like, all right, let's go for it. So
Wow.
yeah,
So you were thinking about it, talking about it, and all of a sudden it presents itself,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
felt that, hey, this might be the answer here. And so
yeah,
looked into it a little more, jumped on a
yeah,
call with me,
yep.
and here we are. That's pretty cool. That's powerful, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
it was a
And
very
and
amazing.
before joining and all that, did you have a framework in place as far as looking for solutions to growing your business or getting in front of people? Was there a framework or not? Did you even think about, hey, you
We
actually need a
were
framework?
we were basically just in the end of like we've tried everything,
Yeah.
and now we're at this like we were basically depressed of like
Hmm.
you've been trying this thing for 4 years and it's not working. So
Yeah.
every time I would look to find another job, my parents would be like, no, back
Wow.
off on that and focus on this. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
but
And
So
I want to dive a little bit deeper
yeah,
here on what those things were that you actually tried, because
yeah,
when I get
yeah,
people on the calls and that we actually vet to either join or not, right?
yeah,
Um, there's a little bit of a uh, there's a point where we figure out if they're a good fit or not. So it just kind of depends on what they've been doing and what they've been trying, and if they have the determination and stuff, right? So
yeah,
what are some of those things that you were trying instead of like we've tried everything?
yeah, for sure.
What are some specifics? Because I feel like everybody says, I've tried everything. And
Yeah,
then I ask deeper questions. Well, what is everything? What do you
yeah,
mean?
I
And
get
then
you.
they'll say, I've tried other programs. I've tried social media, getting in front of the camera.
Yeah,
So what specifically have you tried? Because I wonder if this is really going to talk to those that are in this position
yeah,
currently.
of course.
Let's see if we could touch that a little bit.
Yeah.
So what
Um,
specifically
yeah.
have you tried?
Should I name drop or should I hold back on the?
I'd hold back a little bit. It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So we joined a course that was teaching us how to really make good Instagram content.
Cool.
And I went through that and I did get some very small traction, but so I basically tried to post on Instagram every single day for probably about half of a year. And the
Okay.
only thing that we got was really just a few followers and we got no inquiries. So we tried to do the whole like posting every day, trying to get in front of as many people as possible with Instagram. And
Hmm.
then it kind of just didn't work out.
Okay. If I could pause
So
you there, were
yeah,
these paid strategies or just organic
just
strategies that you
organic,
posted?
organic.
Organic.
Yeah,
Copy. Okay.
yeah,
Gotcha. Go ahead.
yeah. So creating different kind of reels, different kind of types of reels, kind of educational or just trendy reels or funny reels. So,
Yeah. Trying to go viral.
trying, yeah, trying to go viral, and that was the
Okay.
whole entire thing of like, here's how to go viral, and I probably had one that go viral.
And I feel a lot of people resonate to this. So was
Yeah,
there a lot of effort on your time?
yeah. It's I'm an introvert at heart, so
Okay.
posting on Instagram every single day was exhausting. So,
How long would it take you to create those posts and actually
oh,
post them?
probably daily it would take like 20 to 40 minutes, depending on what
Yeah.
it,
Wow.
because
Okay.
like, I mean, I sucked at in being in front of the camera, so I'd have to
Yeah.
read probably two or three times. So,
Yeah. Well,
sucked
20 to
like,
40 minutes isn't that bad. And I want to be transparent here. 20 to 40
yeah,
minutes is not that bad. But the fact is that it was not working. So
yeah,
I think if you're going down that route, you have to continue testing these things. And then if it's not working, you have to invest more time and then invest more time and then invest
yeah,
more time. Um, so I could see how that could turn into a pain in the butt every day. And then all of a sudden,
yeah,
8 hours has gone by. You haven't
yeah.
done
And
anything.
we never saw like a good return
Yeah.
on that. So it
Yeah.
just got harder and harder as we were going because it was just
That's
like, okay,
crazy.
this is not working. This is not working. And then at some
Yeah.
point we're like, "Well, this is just not going to work. Um, and then we
Is
stopped.
there anything else that you've tried besides posting on social media like that?
So for for marketing in general, that's probably the only thing that we did kind of try. We did
Okay.
go through a kind of a we joined a course talking about going into documentary wedding photography and helping me rebrand to that.
Yeah.
But that was more of just like rebranding. It was a course about rebranding. So
Okay.
there's no marketing side of that course. So that
And
did
you
help
actually
a
and
lot.
so you actually learned how to rebrand
Yeah.
before joining us. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do you find the content that you received with that other program versus how we teach how to brand ourselves and position ourselves? Is there a difference?
Not really.
Okay.
It was for that course, it was a very much of a here's how to go from a non-documentary wedding photographer to a documentary wedding photographer.
Okay.
So it was
Interesting.
very, very niche down to like here's how to look like a documentary wedding
Hmm.
photographer and then choosing the photos that would align the most with that. And then going into like the rebranding section of the program, that
Hmm.
was that felt a lot more in depth than the other one. And
Yeah.
it helped me build a website that I could still it just helped me level up the website
Yeah.
I did have, and it helped me rewrite the copy that I needed to write to, convert people even
Yep.
quicker.
And that's what we try to do is help you
Yeah,
build some clarity on who it is that you want to
yeah,
attract and work with, because it's very important when we're trying to attract clients either organically or through paid strategies. I think content and brand messaging is key. So
yeah,
okay, cool. And
yeah,
then let's get into some of the transformations a little bit.
yeah.
Would love to shift into that.
Cool.
So what has changed most since joining us in business and also personally?
Yeah, the first thing which came along during starting this program was the shift to blatantly saying we are a faith-based business,
Yeah.
calling out
Oh, cool.
faith-based couples.
Mm-hmm.
So that change definitely that was a huge change in terms of our business and then personally as well because we're on our side we were aligning to what God wanted us to do. So
Okay.
um, but yeah, the changing to a even more niche couple
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
helped
Okay.
us find the niche couples that we're really, really wanting to work for. So, yeah, and personally, we're just a lot happier now that we're
Okay. Cool.
doing that, and I'm also leaving my part-time job, so
Nice. That's
also
awesome. That's right. So you were
so
working and then
yeah,
now you're leaving it.
yeah. So I was a part-time barista, and then
Oh, wow.
I
Cool.
get to not do that anymore. So
Nice.
yeah.
Have you surpassed the potential that you could make at as a part-time
Oh,
barista?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. I would
I
hope
did
so. Yeah.
yeah, I did
Okay.
that
Awesome.
probably the first month on the course. Once I started running ads, obviously.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Um, and is there anything personally that's changing for you? Is it relationships with other people? Do you feel like a lift off your shoulders or something? Are
It's
you excited for the
definitely
future?
the depression is not there.
Gotcha. Tell me about that a little bit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was very depressed of like look running this business for 4 years and not seeing really anything.
Man.
And kind of just sitting back and like, yeah, whatever. I'll probably get on this call with this Alex guy and like they're gonna sell us another course that doesn't work and
Okay.
we're gonna go from there and just
Yep.
I was going into the this program of like, yeah, I'm just gonna be one of those students that it just never works for. So
Mhm.
I was definitely the depression is gone because I'm
Depression's gone. That's
depression is
amazing.
definitely gone. So
And yeah,
yeah,
so when stresses hit us in business, it bleeds into our personal lives with anxiety,
yeah,
uncertainty, and just not knowing what the future is going to hold for us.
yeah,
And yeah, it could put us in a state of uh, sometimes depression.
yeah,
And it's hard to lift ourselves out of that, you know?
yeah.
So, not saying that money is the answer to everything, but it's a tool to allow
Oh,
you to do other things, right? And if
yeah,
you love doing what you do, you should be compensated for that.
yeah,
And so I'm glad you're finding that now. That's awesome, dude.
yeah, yeah,
Cool, cool. And so let's get into something a little bit exciting.
yeah.
Now, I think your starting rates when you joined, you're around 2K, somewhere around there.
I was booking at 22. Yeah.
Okay. So where are you now? And first of all, let me preface this really quickly. Let me set this up a little bit. When when we're at a certain price range, I feel like we're all afraid to raise those prices. We might
Mm,
raise those prices a little bit, and then people might not be booking for any amount of reason. And
yeah,
so we find the best solution is to race to the bottom by slashing prices to get more
yeah.
people to book you. Okay. So how long have you been with us for now? 6 months?
6 months roughly. Yeah.
6 months. Okay. So you went from about 2K starting rates
Starting
in
rate. Yeah.
6 months to about what now?
4,500.
45. So more than double your starting.
More than double. Yep.
in 6 months.
In 6 months.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And
Because
there's
we had the
stages to this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had the starting stage where you and I got on the discovery call. We talked about how quick I was converting and then talking about, okay, just raise the 3K. And then that was the moment I was like, okay, well, haven't done anything in the program yet, but yeah, I'll raise the 3K. And we started running ads, getting 70 inquiries in 1 month. I was like,
yeah,
okay, um, I can't handle 70. I couldn't handle 70 inquiries
right.
at that point. So I was like,
Exactly.
okay, let's just raise our prices again. So we've
Mhm.
been steadily at 4K for the past probably 2 months.
Okay.
We're booking from 4K to like we booked a wedding at 7K a few days ago. So
Amazing.
yeah,
Amazing. 7K. So from starting rates from about 2K to now booking around 7K
yeah,
here and there. And I'm assuming that you're going to be raising prices again at some point because you're going to continue to get some inbound.
yeah,
And so at a point, though, there is going to be a ceiling that you're going to reach.
right.
And once you hit that ceiling, what do you think needs to happen?
Well, I'm kind of already doing it, but
Okay,
going through a leveling up rebrand. So I'm
100%.
getting a currently building a new website with someone.
Yep,
So that's kind
yep,
of once we get that kind
exactly.
of hashed out and leveled up, we're going to raise prices for sure.
Totally.
And we're already kind of giving people the raised price, definitely if people are trying to book us for next year, because we are fully booked for the year. So I'm not taking any more weddings for 2025.
That is so crazy.
So
Yeah.
like yeah, we're gonna give you guys the prices for next year because we're
That
gonna
is so
the
rad.
rebrand's gonna it's not gonna take like 6 months, so it'll be done by probably the end of the summer.
Dude, I'm so pumped to see what your branding is going to be about. I know you're going to kill it.
So
Um, so that's pretty wild. That's a big jump. And I find that a lot of people, again, are racing to the bottom because they don't know what to do. Again, money doesn't solve everything, but it's a tool. So the
yeah,
reason why you're actually able to put this all into action is because you joined us, we helped you, you got some results, it
yep,
increased some revenue for you to put some more tools in place. And now you're at a stage where you're recognizing a plateau a little bit. So
a
the
little bit. Yeah,
next thing is to take some of the tools that you received and that revenue, put it into a higher value
yep,
brand.
yep,
So because people will perceive this as like, hey, this dude is not a $3,000 wedding photographer.
yeah,
This guy, the work and the way he presents himself, hopefully he's going to align the people that are looking to book people at higher rates. And
yeah,
that's how it works. That's how we separate ourselves and that's how we continue to grow.
yeah.
So
I
that's
think
one of the core things that we teach.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think branding's a huge part
a
about
huge part.
that.
Yeah. And it's so funny because a lot of people perceive us, full-time wedding pro, as just running ads. And it's so much more to that. So much
Well,
more to that. So that's so awesome, dude. I'm really pumped on you. Okay. So I think you shared one of your biggest wins already, about 7K. That's
yeah,
awesome. And I'm super looking forward to some more wins here. You're one of in our community, you're one of the people that posts wins consistently, like almost every week. And it's pretty fun to watch. And and honestly, being transparent, there's some others there that struggle.
mm,
And it could be for so many reasons. Maybe they've plateaued already with their brand, and that branding is not speaking in alignment with what their prices are and stuff.
yeah,
And it's a little pushback every once in a while. But if you come at this with an open mind, like Jonathan, you realize and recognize, well, I got to make some changes and shifts in other areas of my business to be able to raise those rates or get some more inquiries. So
yeah.
it's fun to see your wins continue, and it's pretty cool.
Well,
Um, let's talk about the future a little bit here and transition into that. So, as far as goals go, are there some goals that you didn't seem possible before that you have now? Like, what are some
well,
goals? Yeah.
yeah. I have a goal for this year of hitting 100K, which I'm
Okay.
halfway to that in April.
Nice. Okay.
Um,
In
and for kind
April.
of, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm halfway to hitting that goal, and it's the end of April. So,
Oh my gosh, that's so
um,
crazy.
yeah, and for context, last year we made 15K. Uh,
15K.
yeah.
And so
So,
you're now closer to 50 grand now
yeah,
in sales,
yeah,
and it's April.
yeah,
Yeah, or almost May. Okay.
yeah, almost May. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were like I said it, we were barely a business. So
Yeah.
now we're like we feel more like business owners of like, hey,
Okay.
this is like working.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the main goal, which blew my mind when I was like, okay, I need to raise my like income goal because it's like it
Hmm.
was at 30 and I surpassed that very quick. So it's like,
Oh
okay,
yeah. Yeah.
100K, we'll hit it. So
Awesome. So
yeah,
you're on track to go beyond or hit 100K or six figures or go beyond it for 2025.
yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. So I think you got a 2026. I'll be curious to see what those goals are because I'm sure it's going to raise even more. That's dope. Okay. And then so so let's talk about that a little bit.
yeah,
So 12 months. What do you think 2026 is going to look like for you? You have a new brand, maybe a new structure. What's that looking
yeah,
like?
yeah. It's definitely gonna be I all of this has been mind blowing from the start. So
Yeah.
we're gonna definitely be photographing higher quality weddings because we are raising make like at the end of this rebrand our starting price will probably be 7K. So um
Amazing.
yeah.
And
So for like next year in general, we want to shoot more than the 25 weddings that we are doing this year, which is insane because we shot four last year. Um,
uh,
but yeah, shooting more than 25 for next year and obviously surpassing that 100K goal. Let's just say
mhm,
we do hit 100K right on the dot, then it's just gonna raise it from there. But
yeah.
uh, wherever we land at the end of the year, I'm gonna raise that goal for
You're gonna
next.
raise it, of course. Yeah. That's so dope, dude. That's awesome. And then so if you were to reflect on on a few things here, what would you tell yourself maybe, you know, 6 months before joining? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give to yourself with the knowledge that you know now?
In the context of like I'm in the course and I'm about to start doing
Yeah,
everything.
just as a business person, in
Yeah.
this field,
Yeah.
like what advice
Um,
would you give to yourself?
don't worry about the money because it's 100% worth it.
Okay.
And and for me, I told myself like start running ads quicker. Like you
Okay.
should,
Yeah,
yeah.
gotcha.
Like,
So anything on fear? Because I'm sure you were fearful on things and stuff.
yeah, I was definitely fearful, but in my life kind of God's in charge of
Okay.
everything. So he
Yep.
kind of has the future,
Mm.
secured. So there's definitely anxiety and fear sometimes, but most of the time it's kind of just like, okay, we're gonna see what happens because God knows the future and I don't. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So letting faith kind of take over
yeah.
and just trusting that.
Yeah, especially with the like me talking out loud about ads, and then the day after that we get the
Mhm.
and God saying you're going to be full time in photography. So
Yeah.
this is it. So
And
um
I want to be a little clear on faith.
yeah,
So faith doesn't mean, hey, just jump in because it's going to work for you. No,
right.
doesn't work like that. Uh, Faith has many meanings, but I think for faith to come to fruition, we have to put the effort in too.
Yeah,
So understanding that I have faith in something,
yeah,
but then also I have faith in myself with a clear plan and vision and guidance
yeah,
that this is going to work out for me as
yeah.
long as I put that effort into it and show up every day.
Yeah, and I got that flavor from God during this moment
Yep.
because he was like, "Here's the next thing. All you have to do is do the work." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." So that's another thing that I was thinking about. Like, if you're gonna join this course, you have to put in the work and you have to do everything that they're telling you to do to a T. And if
Yep.
you don't, then they're gonna not get mad at you, but they're gonna be like
No, but
calling
I'll
you.
get on you for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Myself, Peyton, we'll jump on people. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. And it's not in a mean way. It's just that
Yeah,
hey, you
it was
came
never
in,
my
you paid a premium,
yeah,
and you told yourself that you were going to do it, and so let's do it, right? So
yeah,
yeah, exactly. Cool. And speaking about premiums, this is not cheap, right? No. So when you joined, I think it would have cost you 2 to 3 weddings to be able to pay this back. Okay.
yeah,
Um, Now, it's not cheap for several reasons. Um, but I honestly believe if we were to give this away, most people would fail. If so, which is part of the vetting process of coming to these calls with me or Peyton, seeing if we're a match, seeing if this works for you.
yeah,
Because I don't want to let people in that want to just jump in and expect the world when they're not putting any effort into it. It doesn't work like that. Or
yeah.
else we'd have a community full of complainers. If you notice in our community, would you say there's a ton of complainers there?
No,
No, exactly. There are people that do ask a lot of questions, which is that's what that community is there for.
yeah,
Do you
yes,
think people get the support they need in the community too?
I do. Yeah, even even the most random questions. Yeah,
Yeah, the most
somebody's
random questions.
question or like
And is it
more.
only myself or Peyton answering, or is it others?
It's everybody on the course from the brand
Everybody.
people to
Yeah.
the people that have been in there forever.
Yeah,
So
totally.
uh,
And that's a great thing about this community is that
yeah,
everybody's active, or a lot of people are active.
it's
And
such
that's
a
great.
helpful community because
Totally.
like it's a very in-depth community. Like everybody in that community wants everybody else to win.
Yeah.
So we're all going to help each other figure
And
out.
I currently belong to other communities that I joined a long time ago, and it doesn't feel like family. I feel like we know each other. We see each other on a weekly basis for the most part, and we know each other pretty deeply when it comes to personal things and then also business wise.
Yeah,
So it's a good bond, I would say, in our community.
yeah,
And people think that community doesn't really matter, but it really, really does because you don't want to do this on your own. You want others to kind of chime in as well.
yeah,
So it's a premium price for sure. But if you put the effort in, if someone was on the fence, feeling like this is too expensive, this is not going to work for me, um, would you say is the premium worth it for them? Just as long as they're able to put the effort, and will this work for them if they put the effort in? Doesn't matter where you are in branding or where you are, how much you charge.
yeah.
Would you say it's worth it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like I said, it would take when I started the course, it would take a few weddings to pay it back, and now it's taking like one wedding to pay it back,
Yeah.
one and a half weddings to pay it back. So
Yeah.
as long as you, I mean, at the very like small end of like if you only book two weddings from this, then you're already paying that back, but you're gonna book way more than just two weddings from running ads. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Totally.
definitely worth it from
That's
just the course
badass.
in general and the community as well. So
Yeah, that's great, dude. Um, Couple more things. Do you feel this is also providing you with opportunities outside of weddings? Do you feel like you could take these skills that you learn and take them elsewhere for under other endeavors? Or is it
yeah,
just for weddings and that's it?
yeah, I haven't really thought about that, but I could definitely see how I could utilize that in different areas of my life.
Cool, man. That's awesome. Well, dude, last thoughts? Anything you want to tell the people? Should they join? Are they if they're on the fence, or what do you think? Any messages for them?
I mean, well, I was on the fence
Yeah.
before I joined. I had my family help me pay for it, so
Wow.
the money was an issue of like, okay, how are we going to pay for this? And then
Yeah.
family kind of stepped in and said like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to be here and support you. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's definitely worth it as long
Mhm.
as you put the work in, put the time in, you're going to find results. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's so worth it. It's life and business changing.
Yeah, man. That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Well, dude, I really appreciate you jumping on with me,
Yeah,
and
of course.
I'm sure so many people are going to connect to this, so we're pumped to share this with everyone. I'm really excited for you. Congratulations on everything and all your success. Sky's the limit for you, man. You've got a good attitude on this, and you're just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. Yeah, it's an exciting time for you. So
Yeah.
thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we get to see you inside. And if, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to send us a DM or comment on this video. Follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And then we will be in touch and see you on the inside. All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.